Good morning. It is Friday the 21st. So this is our second check-in. We're doing check-ins Tuesday and Friday, post-show. Make sure I don't get fat, which I won't, I promise. Weight was 201 pounds on Tuesday, so that was eating to my heart's content binge fest. Saturday night after the show, all day Sunday, Monday right back to plan. Tuesday woke up 201 pounds. Fast forward. It is Friday, so it's been Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 days. I woke up at 195, 194.9. So, down 6 pounds of water retention, edema. My ankles were swollen from all the healthy candy. Just note, this is important. Not a single cancer cell entered my body. Everything I ate was all natural, clean ingredients. Like, my goldfish was like from Whole Foods. It was just like cheese, whole wheat flour, no oils, no preservatives. My M&Ms were like cane sugar, no dyes, no artificial sweeteners, none of that. So like I feel great. And so now officially 1 week post show we are up less than 5 pounds, which is pretty good. So we're about to do our check-ins for Sir Dominic and then off to cardio. And then I will do another full day of eating, and this time I will be putting my macros, so how much protein, how much carbs, how much fat I'm eating. We do carb cycling, so like I have 2 high days, and we can go over that some more. 2 high days for my weaker body parts, so we try and put more food, more energy to allocate more energy to those lagging body parts. Lagging as in they could just be more standout. Like, I want standout body parts. You want to have an even physique where like everything is detailed and built and you don't have any missing body parts, but it is good to have standout body parts, especially in the chest, especially in the legs, especially in the back. Honestly, you could keep going forever. You just don't want to have like bigger arms than shoulders. You don't want to have bigger shoulders and chest than your legs, and you don't want to have like bigger back than your arms. So you can kind of go anywhere you want with that. But plan is set. I will go over my training split. I will go over my carb cycling. Today should be a high day, so that will be fun. I am still starving. 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, honestly. 3 days you may get there. 1 day of binge eating, like if you eat a whole tub of peanut butter, will not undo 4 months of dieting. Your body is still in starvation mode. Your stomach may feel full for that day, but you'll wake up still starving. You didn't put enough fat or muscle back onto your body in 24 hours. You're still going to be hungry. So you would end up doing the same thing again, and then you will just get fat. So we are following our meal plan to the T. Perfect amount of protein, perfect amount of carbs, perfect amount of fats, vegetables, fruits, all healthy, no junk, no binging. That's that. So let's take our check-ins and get those sent over to coach, and then see about some cardio, get some steps in, and then we will be here for meal one. Maybe talk about some training some more. And yeah, so time to do it. wants that dog food. Okay. Feel pretty good. I'll start working on posing right now. So then whenever it's prep time, we're not relearning or learning how to pose differently. We will work on how we will pose on stage for the next time we are there, which will be a while. We'll go over that little post-show recap, what our future plans are. But yeah, cardio time. It is a beautiful day, perfect weather. So I try and walk outside now. During the middle of the prep, I was kind of just locked in and maybe lazy. I don't really know. I was just in a different vibration. So I had my treadmill, and I would walk on that in front of the TV. And then during the end of prep, I was like, man, like I need to be outside. Like it feels good to be outside. But we are back from cardio. Easy peasy. Still waiting on coach's response for this morning's check-ins, as we are down 6 pounds from Tuesday, which is good. That means just about all the excess water and just all the food that I ate kind of just leveled out. So this is like our actual weight. We're waking up. Show day, woke up 187, I think, and then we ate a decent amount. Probably on stage around 189, 190. So yeah, did really good on this first week, just eating the meal plan. I love the food. I mean, if you're hungry, you'll love pretty much whatever you're eating, especially if you categorize it as like health diet food, chicken and vegetables and fruit and oatmeal. Like, it tastes pretty good if you're starving. But Cardio's done. I like to do like a couple thousand steps or so. Since we do our cardio and I take off I wear this pedometer. It's just a step tracker. Literally like no battery. It's not hooked up to my phone, no watch. Literally just counts my steps. And we like to do at least 7,000 right now outside of cardio. So if you're on the step, like the treadmill, and you do 30 minutes, you're gonna have like over 3,000 steps. So we just erase that. So I got off the treadmill with like 300 steps just from waking up, going pee, driving to Planet Fitness. So I'm gonna do probably 2 laps around the block. It'll get me to 2,000 and some change, maybe almost 3,000. And then we'll have meal 1. But main focus is training split. Everyone wants to know what's the magic training split. Well, for me, we are prioritizing chest and legs. Now within legs, hamstrings and adductors, ADD. So on your 2 machines, the girl machines, do not neglect them. There's an inside one where you're closing and an outside one. ADD, adductors, is closing together. That is the inside of your leg. And whenever you get shredded, that muscle stays. The quad sits on the adductor. The adductor, inch for inch, takes up more room than the quad. It is wider and heavier and takes up more space. You want your adductors to be touching while you're hitting the poses, because that just shows leg width, how big your legs are. Quads, you want them to raise up off the adductors to give you depth, and all 3 heads are striated and thick and popping. But adductors and chest are the main focuses. I would also put shoulders. If I had to absolutely pick 3, it would be chest, adductors, and shoulders. Now hamstrings is definitely up there, just to add to the leg width. But with the diet setup, we do carb cycling. So on days that we want to prioritize either chest or adductors or hamstrings, we will eat more food, mainly being carbohydrates. So that is your rice, potatoes, oatmeal, anything that is not protein or fat, just energy source. Carbs are energy, just straight energy. Fruits, honey, that is pretty much my diet. So we have 3 diet plans, 3 different days of different macros. We have a high day, which I will be doing twice, on 1 chest day and on 1 leg day. Now real quick, we set up the split to do a chest day, eating high food, and the following day we do a leg day, because some of that food is still circling around. So we want to use it again for the next lagging body part. And then, so we do a high day. Following that high day, we will do a base day. So this is about just 100 or so less carbs, because we still have the high day floating around. We don't need as much food that day. We still get some of the previous day's energy. So we do our chest day, high day, followed by a leg day, and then we do my best body part with basically the least amount of energy that I will have for the week, which is back and biceps, although I start with biceps to make sure they get hit the best and first. Whatever you hit first will grow the most. You will put the most energy in them. So if you're doing back and biceps and my back is better than my biceps, I will go ahead and start with biceps. Then we have a rest day. Rest day diet is number 3. It is the lowest of carbohydrates. Rest day, because we are not training, still doing cardio, but we don't need as much energy, carbohydrates, as the training days. Now we do put in a little bit more protein and a little bit more fat. Protein, so like more beef, more chicken, more whey protein, more eggs, and more fats, so peanut butter, avocado, olive oil, things like that, healthy fats, to promote recovery. And we just have a lower carb day because we don't need as much pure energy because we're not lifting, and we just try and replenish protein, build new muscle. Muscle is built on your rest days. When you're in the gym attacking them, breaking them down and becoming sore, that is not when you are building new tissue. It is when you go home, eat protein, fats, and carbs, and then go to sleep. And then the next day, you don't do any training, and you just sleep and eat protein and fat and a little bit of carbs. So we have 3 diets. The split is 3 days on, rest day, 2 days, rest day. I found the 5-day to be the best for me. I could even go down to 4 days, but while energy is high and food is relatively okay, as I'm not broken down or tired. So Monday is chest, shoulders, triceps, high day. The following day, adductors, and then quad focus leg day. So that's like leg extensions, leg press, starting with adductors because that is the weakest part of my leg. Next day, Wednesday, back and biceps. And then we have a rest day, Thursday, which I just did yesterday. And then today we have a high day, which will be adductors again, and then a hamstring focused leg day. So adductors, and then leg curls, hip thrusts, anything on the backside, glute focused. Your posterior could be stiff leg deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, anything like that, where we are pulling from the ground and using our hamstrings. And then tomorrow, after another high day, we will be back to a chest, a push day. Chest mainly, and a little bit of arms, so triceps, maybe one bicep, maybe one shoulder, depending on how sore I am. So yeah, I know that's a mouthful. I'm already on my second lap. Your food and training matter. Where you put the food and when you put the food matter to what is going to get more energy to try and promote growth. Now, if you're just starting out and you need muscle everywhere, which I still need muscle everywhere, but we are hyper focused on where we want that muscle to go. So if I were to eat a high day and then go hit calves, most of that energy is going to go to calves, and your body can only put so much muscle on per week, per month, that we want to make sure wherever we want it to go, the food is set up and the training order is set up to go to that spot. So this is why you hire a coach. This is why I have the best in the game. Everyone says that, but I truly believe he will be known as the best in the world at some point, and that is very cool, as will I. Call it what it is, but I believe it. I will be the best in the world at some time. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish this lap, and then we will be back for meal 1, and maybe hit Costco, grab a couple things. I can go over my PEDs what we're taking post-show. Pretty light, very simple, extremely simple. And yeah, week one pretty much finished. Up 5 pounds from show. Feeling good. Training is the most fun it's been in 3 months because I'm not dying or pushing or technically starving. I'm still just as hungry, in my opinion, as the last 3 weeks, but being hungry is good. You want to be hungry for your food. You want your body making saliva. You want to be salivating for your next meal. That helps it digest. That helps your body use it. If I would have binged Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, by Thursday, I wouldn't even want my chicken or my oatmeal or my fruit. You know, the only thing that I would want would be like a cheeseburger, and that wouldn't be until 6 p.m. And now we're off meal plan. We're not getting consistent protein in. We're not, like, it's just a whirlwind of things that just don't work. So that's that. Almost mealtime. I'll see you in a little bit. As soon as I put the camera down, I check my phone, and coach responds. He says, looking much better. Glad to see the weight is down from the first check-in when I was up 10, 11 pounds. It's quite a bit. But yeah, so we're good to go. High day today. I am so excited. Well, not always, but I was a little nervous, you know. I just wanted to see what he said. I feel good. My weight is down. Yeah, he said we're good to go until next check-in, which is next Tuesday. So high day today, base day tomorrow, a little bit less carbs, and Sunday is rest day. So the least amount of carbs, the least amount of overall calories. And yeah, so meal one. See you in a jiffy. Meal one time, breakfast time. So, first, plate. Big cinnamon guy. We have 2 whole eggs, cinnamon, pepper. We have our salt. We are still salting, like measuring our salt just to keep it consistent. So I have a 1/4 teaspoon. Sprinkle it on the eggs. We have 130 grams of oats dry, so weigh them dry and then add your water and then cook them. And we are going to add 5 grams, which is literally 1 carb, of 100% cacao powder. This is just chocolate flavoring. Do not put it in your mouth. It is not Hershey syrup. It is probably harder than the cinnamon challenge, if we remember that. Perfect. And then we will take more cinnamon in the oats. And then is this what they do? Oh, it kind of worked. Pumpkin spice. So it's literally just cinnamon with allspice in it. And I just broke the lid off. A little bit of that. And then we will grab our whey drip. As well as, this is 115 grams of frozen strawberries, which is 15 carbs. Nom nom nom. We take our whey protein powder, we put just a little bit of water in it until you get that. And then you put it in the freezer while everything else is cooking. And then you just add it to the oatmeal like a Nutella pudding, but it's cold. So we put the cold whey isolate in our hot oatmeal, which is delicious. And then whatever's left. This pudding. It's literally chocolate peanut butter pudding. There you have it. And then, like so, we add. Now, tell me, appetizing? Macros will be here for meal 1. I am starving. I shall eat. Thank you. Alright, meal 2 is cooking, pre-workout meal, but what I wanted to show you, everybody wants to not drink plain water. This has been incredible, helping with sweet cravings for sure, something to sip on. If you are going to use Mio or water flavoring, please use electrolytes. Water is supposed to hold a current. It is dead water. Most everything that you're buying is dead water, meaning there are no electrolytes. It's basically toilet water, filtered out the poop. Here you go. Tap water that has estrogen, birth control, plastics, all of the above. So the best thing you can do is to go for the spring water. That means it is just like from a lake or freshwater source. So fish poop, all the natural stuff that we want. And then here, this is 20 bucks on Amazon. Tastes amazing. Concord grape. I swear it's like so good. 76 servings for 20 bucks. All clean, stevia, monk fruit, no dyes, no artificial BS. Magnesium, calcium, potassium, chloride. Electrolytes, baby. Stay hydrated. And if you want to sip on something sweet, just use an electrolyte powder. Alright, so we have pre-workout. We have 180 grams of cooked chicken breast, along with 100 grams of bell peppers because I am hungry. I'm adding those vegetables to fill my stomach up a little bit. And then we took our cream of rice, put it in the freezer so it's not as hot when I'm ready to eat it. And we also have 120 grams of banana, which actually came out to one perfect banana. I didn't have to trim it. Our sauces will be no sugar added, sweetened with stevia ketchup, mustard. We already did our salt. We actually put it in the cream of rice. It's good. Chocolate, banana, peanut butter on there. And yeah, that'll be it. I will add some of this, some extra seasoning on the chicken. No salt added. It is delicious. Garlic, black pepper, red pepper, tomato, orange peel, thyme, basil, celery, lemon peel, cumin, coriander, cayenne, rosemary. It's insane. Got it at Costco. Delicious. So that on there, some sauce on there, pre-workout served. See you at, well, we'll see. We'll see you later. Boom. Time to go to gym. I'm making my pre-workout. Simple, easy, efficient. We are doing 1 scoop of our Driven pre-workout. Beetroot electrolytes, 125 milligrams caffeine. And then we have our creatine, And we are going to do 2 scoops. So 10 grams, because I am a big boy. 10 grams of creatine. And that is pre-workout. Ooh. Travel with me. Super important is our intra workout. So while we are working out, we will sip on some carbohydrates, some liquid energy. Now, it is never really good to drink your carbs or drink sugar because it hits your bloodstream so fast. It doesn't go through your gut. But if you are going to drink the cleanest liquid sugar ever made, which is pure coconut water. Ingredients: coconut water. As you can see, it is pink. When I first started drinking it, it tasted like a very low sugar cereal milk. So like not Fruity Pebbles, not one with 50 grams of sugar, but like Rice Chex or like plain Rice Krispie cereal. It tasted like the milk at the bottom of the bowl. Now, honestly, I love it. It has like its own taste. It's really sweet. It's like almond silk milk, like the one with vanilla in it. But I love it. So we have some carbs there. We will drink our pre-workout before we leave. And I'm about to do my shot of steroids. Yeah, and then we'll be back for meal 3 post-workout. It's a good one. Boom. Workout smashed. A little post-workout sardine action. A little post-workout lick action. Here we are. Maybe 30 more seconds. We did our adductor, hamstring. Go get them. Adductor focus, so we hit adductors first, and then we went on to hamstrings. So that was the inside closing machine, adductors. And then we did a laying down leg curl, followed by Smith machine stiff leg stiff leg deadlifts, and then finished it with the hip thrust machine. Do not be scared to get your man card taken or whatever. That is amazing for calves, hamstrings, adductors, and glutes. And I'm a bodybuilder, so we want strided glutes. But here we are, post-workout meal. We have 200 grams. I'll put the macros up. We have grilled chicken, some mixed bell peppers, red, yellow, orange, and then our cream of rice with banana and some cinnamon on top. We already put our salt in there, measured, and that is all. And then we added some of the no salt seasoning on the chicken. I have some sugar-free ketchup and mustard, and I am still starving. So macros here, and we'll be back for meal 4. I got home after the workout, stopped by the store for some small things like yogurt, oats, and then did a couple more laps outside before I made this, just to wind down and cool down after the workout. So I'm gonna eat. See ya. Dinner time for everyone. Nom nom nom. Alright, this is meal 4 for me, so one more to go after this. This is our beef meal. We use 93% lean ground beef. And here we are. We have our beef in there with some bell peppers. And instead of rice, I did cream of rice and a few blueberries. So this will be meal 4. Beef already has fat in it, so we do not add like peanut butter or whole eggs or anything, any added fats. Macros, I'm gonna enjoy this. Have a little grape Zevia action. And we'll be back for meal 5. Go watch a movie with the wife. Just hang out, enjoy the day. We got our steps in, cardio done. Almost finished today. Final meal going down. This one's kind of crazy. A lot going on, but macros to perfection. We have 170 grams of Greek yogurt. This is non-fat, so there's a little bit of protein in there. 20 carbs. We have 3 plain rice cakes. 21 carbs there. We have 2 pieces of Dave's Killer Bread. 36 carbs there, with some jam on both, and then 10 grams of nut butter on one of these. Yeah, simple. We got our whey drip on the rice cakes with some cinnamon. And yeah, that'll do it. I'm just going to finish that off. Boom, final meal. This is the jelly that I use. Costco Crofters wild blueberry. Wild blueberries, cane sugar. That's all. So, final meal. Macros here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Macros for the entire day here for you. That'll do it. Go finish a movie, enjoy the night, and then hit the bed. Thanks for watching.